Well, hot dog, howdy, it is me, the Sure Cowboy Tuesdays here. Come back at you with my Week 3 NFL predictions. So, last week, 13 out of the 16 games I got correct. And now I got the Seattle, Tennessee one wrong. What other ones did I get wrong? I got Seattle, Tennessee wrong. I got the Saints, Panthers one incorrect as well. And the last one was the Chiefs, Ravens. But outside of that, I was practically on the money of everything else. Pretty solid week 2 overall, but let's just hop straight here in the week 3 and start with Thursday Night Football. Panthers at Texans. Tyrod Taylor's out. I can't remember the name of the third string quarterback, but Houston's in trouble. Yeah, they're at home. But I think Sam Darnold and the Panthers get it done. Oh, it went away. And win Thursday Night Football and go to 3-0. But this one I think will sneakily be a good game. Next, let's see. We will start Sunday morning games. Chiefs and Chargers in a really good game. Chiefs coming off a pretty brutal loss, honestly. Their defense has just not been good. It's been bad. Chargers coming off a loss to the Cowboys where they shot themselves in the foot, and that's probably the main reason why they lost. Well, I'm happy about it personally, being a Cowboy fan. Chargers got to play better. Honestly, they can't keep taking bad penalties, and there might have been a couple unfavorable calls, but still, you got to play through them. But this one, I do think the Chiefs win. There's no way I think Mahomes and the Chiefs lose back-to-back games, especially being on home here after the way they lost to the Ravens last week. Next, Bengals and Steelers. Really good game. From what I heard, I think Big Ben is questionable, but I can't 100% say if that's true or not. Though Steelers are at home, they are taking on Cincinnati, who is coming off loss. Both teams are. I gotta go with the home Steelers here. I just think they barely edge it out. Though, spoiler, I think this will be a split season series for sure. Colts at Titans. Carson Wentz practically injured both his ankles on the same play, both sore ankles. I don't know if he's confirmed starting or he's out. I think he's questionable as well. Tennessee coming off a pretty good win against Seattle in a game that they were down pretty bad to start. Then they came back. I think Derrick Henry runs wild here. This is going to be a good game. Don't get me wrong, but I definitely am favoring Tennessee. Next, the Washington football team at the Buffalo Bills. The Bills demolished the Dolphins. They lost Tua early. While Washington, was it? They won Thursday Night Football, I believe, against the Giants. Yeah, it's in Buffalo. Buffalo's the better team, 100%. They're going to get the win here. Washington's defense hasn't been as solid through the first 2 weeks, and I think Josh Allen's just going to kind of tear them up. Bears at Browns. I think Browns are going to win. I did see Baker questionable, but I'm sure he'll play. Odell Beckham Jr. I think is also questionable. I thought I saw a notification saying he's practiced today or earlier today on Wednesday, like 100%. But I don't think he was confirmed if he was playing. But I definitely think the Browns win. Justin Fields is starting. Fields, though, I still want to see how he does in a full game before I really can say I fully rely on him and the Bears. Though the Bears defense did play a bit better last week in their win. Jaguars at Cardinals. Cardinals should win. I shouldn't have to say too much. Jacksonville lost to Denver. Cardinals coming off a win against, what was it? The Falcons in a really close one. Well, was it the Falcons? Who was it? No. The Falcons played the Buccaneers. Who did they beat? Why can I not remember this? I'm gonna look this up. It's gonna frustrate me not knowing. The Vikings. That's right. Yeah, the Vikings put up a really good fight and lost because they missed the field goal. That's right. He went wide right in the game-winning field goal. But Cardinals are the better team. They should clearly take down Jacksonville. Ravens at Lions. I really shouldn't have to say why I think the Baltimore Ravens will win. They're clearly the better team, but who knows? Maybe Detroit, if they play like they did in the first half against the Packers and in the second half against the Niners, they might have a chance, but Baltimore's 100% the better team. Saints at Patriots, and I think what's going to be a really fun game. New Orleans with a really, really good week 1 against the Packers and a honestly really, really sloppy week 2 against the Panthers. Patriots coming off a really good win against the Jets, have some momentum. I'm giving them the edge. I got to give the Patriots the edge here. I just don't know if the Saints can do it away from home. with honestly how bad they played against Carolina. But we'll see. This is a toss-up to me, and that's going to be a good game. And this one's also a toss-up. The Falcons, who played really good offensively at the very least, outside of turnovers, against the Buccaneers. They did not technically lose by all that much. It's a pretty close game. Giants lost Thursday Night Football to Washington. I don't know. I can't trust either of these teams, and I hate that they're playing because I feel like there's no winning this game. As a Cowboy fan, I want Atlanta to win, but I hate picking Atlanta because every time I do, they choke the game because Atlanta is just professional chokers. I'll go with the Giants. They're at home. I think they'll edge it out, but that's a toss-up game, and that's just such a rough game to pick, honestly. So Sunday afternoon games, Jets at Denver. This one is honestly, I think, surprisingly will be a good game. I think Zach Wilson will bounce back. He had 4 interceptions last week against New England, but I think he bounced back, has a better game. But I do think Denver wins this. They're at home. I got to give the advantage to Denver there. Dolphins at Raiders. Personally, I think the Raiders win this, coming off a good win against the Ravens and the Steelers. Dolphins coming off a really rough game. Tua's probably not going to play. While Miami's defense, I think, is solid, I just think the Raiders are the better team, and the Raiders will win that game for sure. Next, Buccaneers at Rams, and honestly, game of the week, most likely, game of the week. Probably one of the better games of the year, I would say. This is going to be a really tough game, but I have to go with the Rams here. My gut's telling me Rams win this one on home field. If it was in Tampa Bay, I'd go with Tampa Bay. But this is going to be such a fun game. It can go either way, but my gut's telling me the Rams. Seahawks at Vikings. I think Minnesota finally gets a home game against Seattle. Seattle coming off really an embarrassing loss to Tennessee after being up in that game by like 2 scores, maybe 3. Minnesota, they should have won last week, but they missed it. They missed a game-winning field goal there. But I gotta stick with Seattle. Same thing, Minnesota. I think it's gonna be a good, really, really good first half, and then Seattle kind of runaways with it in the second half. Next, Packers at 49ers. 49ers edging out the Eagles with the help of some bad penalties on the Eagles, especially early in that game. Packers kind of a sloppy first half, but absolutely dominated second half, took the win. Niners have played the Packers really, really well in the past. I know there's been countless times I can remember that I was blowing the Packers out. Though, like, same thing with this Rams game. My gut's telling me the Packers for some reason. The injuries hurt the Niners, and I just think Aaron Rodgers and the Packers finally get it done and get the win here. And then Monday Night Football, Eagles at Cowboys. Cowboys offense looking good. Defense surprisingly playing pretty well. Doing a good job of getting interceptions. Eagles defensive is doing pretty good as well. Their offense with Jalen Hurts, 50-50. It depends. Jalen Hurts looked pretty good early against the Niners, but then just kind of just out of nowhere just went super quiet. But I am going to lean with my Cowboys because I think it's home game. I think our offense is a bit too much, though we're missing Lamb. No, not Lamb. My bad. Gallup. I know Cooper is. I think he's questionable. I think he'll be okay to go, but Cedric Wilson with some really good catches. I just have faith, especially with how good Pollard has been, and Elliott with a much better week 2. But overall, these are my week 3 picks. Let me know what you think. If there's any games you agree with, awesome. If there's any games you disagree with, let me know. Of course, try and be respectful in the comments with it. But overall, just have fun. Let's hope for another good week of football with not as many injuries. With that being said, thank you very much for watching.